Y'all hit that I hit that like button though. You know what I mean? I hit that like button though. You know what to do. Oh Doc, what's up with it, bro? What's up with you? Yeah. Wednesday's back again, man. Halfway through that year, man. Halfway through it. Way through that week. DC, what up? What's good? What's good, bro? Coheed Studio, what up with it, sir? What's good? Mike, what's up with it, homie? OC Drummer, what's good? Big Sauce, what up with it, homie? What's good with you, Doc? What's good with you, sir? Alpha Me, what up? What's good with you? AP Production, what's going on with you, Doc? What's the word? What's the word, man? You know, I'm just up here handling some business, man. You know, going over some stuff with my bass player for some bass stuff. Kenneth, what's good, man? You just got back in the country, man. Where did you go, brother? You say you just got back in the country. Where'd you go, homie? Kev, what's up with it, homie? Salute. Miss being here, man. Salute for you to be back, brother. Mad Max, what's up with it? What's good? Mega, what's up with it, Meg? What's good with y'all, man? Yeah, man. You know. Tahiti, huh? Okay, that's what's up. You had a good time, brother? Hope you had a good time over there. Rufus, what's good? Peace ski. I ended up copping the Island 2400 for a grand. Oh, okay, man. Have you messed around with it? Is it dope? Do you like it? Two Papa, what up with my brother, man? What's good, sir? The Rainmaker. Morning, family. Blessings to everyone, and please stay prayed up. Always, brother. Always. That's what this is called. God hour, man. We gotta stay prayed up. Gotta make God first, man. You see all this ridiculous stuff that's going on in the world. You see what's going on. So I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think that Baltimore thing was planned? Do you think that was intentional? Or do you think that was just, oh, it just happened? What y'all think? I'm curious. What do y'all think? Do you think that it was planned? Do you think that that was on purpose? Or do you think that just freak ass accident, it just happened? What you think? What y'all think, man? What y'all think? What y'all think? Dezil, what's up with you? I played with it a little bit, still learning some things. Yeah, man. Hey, mess with that live looper, bro. The live looper is crazy, man. The live looper is crazy. Mark Thomas, what's up with you, sir? Wouldn't be surprised like all of the derailed trains in the past couple of years. Coincidence. That's an excuse used by liars and fools. So what y'all think? What y'all think, man? You know, do y'all think the Baltimore, collapse of the bridge was on purpose? Or do you think it was an accident? What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Everything happens for a reason, no accidents. Interesting time in Russia now. This sabotage is real. Solution, blessing, salute. What is creative tune? What's up with it? Kindle, these days you never know. That was done. A purposeful accident. Purposeful Accident, man. I couldn't get that word out for nothing. A lot went on that day. Chinese hackers, homeland raid, and the Baltimore bridge, possibly a distraction. Hey, y'all pretty smart, man. Y'all pretty smart. Morning, EXK. Hope you good. Just to let you know, new single on tomorrow with 207,000 pre-orders. So what? That's what's up there, Mixed Onion. That's salute, man. Send that to my email so I can check it out. 270,000 pre-orders, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's some good numbers, brother. That's some good numbers, bro. Hey, that's some good work right there. I want to check it out, brother. Mad Max, not to sound like a dumbass, but MPC stem should be used for lost files. Explain more what you mean by that, Mad Max. What do you mean by that? I'm just glad my ski drum kits wasn't. Man, my damn Genelecs might have been on that bridge, man, because they ain't send me my Genelec, man. I just got off the phone with Genelecs. I'm like, hey, man, listen, man. I spent $4,000, man. My package was supposed to come today. Today. When I look at the track and it says delayed, that doesn't make me happy. That doesn't make me happy at all. I'm thoroughly upset right now. Like, what's going on, man? What's up with the package, man? I mean, was it on the bridge? What's going on, man? Nowadays, you don't know what to believe. There's so much false information out here. Well, you know, that's very true, Rufus, but that's no different than, saying the internet. The internet gives false information every day. YouTube gives false information every day. IG, all of this stuff give false information every day. That's why you got to have discernment. But I truly believe that was on purpose. Nothing, man, the history of the states showed me everything is on purpose. There ain't no accidents. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. Real talk. The converter drums slap. I got them last night. That's what's up, Mike Deasy. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'm glad you going in on them, man. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much, bro. Real talk. Y'all hit that like button too. For files that are lost or deleted, you still have the beats. Okay, I see what you're saying. Will do. There's a pre-video already on YouTube called World Party. Officially will drop 2nd of April. Okay, that's what's up. Out for me, the truth will eventually come out, like what's going on with Diddy. Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation, man. I mean, listen, y'all. I think y'all have heard a lot of stories about Diddy. I think y'all hear a lot of stories about a lot of stuff, And I think in the back of y'all mind, y'all know that some of this stuff could be true, but a lot of people, they lose touch of just what possibly can go on. Like, I think people really think being in this music business, you could just become a billionaire and you could just become rich and you don't have to go through no type of nothing. You don't just get rich in somebody else's game. It just don't happen like that. You're gonna have to do some stuff. You're gonna have to compromise a lot of stuff. So you're just starting to see what people has been saying for years, and now it's just coming out to the forefront. And all of this stuff is a ritual, and that can get even deeper. But I'm not gonna get even deep into that. But just know that everything that you see is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And this is why I tell y'all, man, when y'all do y'all music, try to control your destiny. Try to go into controlling it. Just like my man just said, he got like 250 pre-orders. Man, that's not easy to do. It's not easy to get people to want to believe in your vision and believe in what you got. But then it is easy to do. I know, that's an oxymoron. What I mean by that is that if you work hard and you build slowly by slowly, you will build followers as long as you're consistent and as long as your product is good. People that know about Oakland, California, this whole Bay Area, know that we really, really invented that whole independent system, selling out our trunks. We sold some of the biggest records in the world independently. because we started and we just grind and we just work from person to person to person, and we made sure the material was good. And this is why I use this platform to tell you your material got to be good. Everything that you do, you got to make sure the material is good. So anybody can sell and do what they need to do, but the material got to be good in the long run. It has to be good. It has to be good. I'm tired of hearing people being ran down to the pits because they forget the way. What don't come out in the wash comes out in the rinse. Facts. That's dope. Congrats on the pre-orders. Brought the spotlight on himself and by default the deletes. So now they need to go after the videos. That's when music was music. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said again, man, I mean, there's several conversations we talking about. We talking about, the stuff with Diddy, and we talking about, record sales and being independent. Like I said again, when you in this business and you in with corporate infrastructures, you're not gonna just do music the way you want to. There's a lot of stuff that's in play, and it gets real deep. It gets real deep. Houston definitely been on that out of the trunk model for years. Yes, indeed. Anybody that understand about independent, man, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. And I'm gonna tell you this, man, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you. When you start doing your stuff independently, then you can go do the type of deal you want to do. You dig what I mean? Like when you do oh, my brother AG got beats. What's up with it, bro? Salute. Man, shout out to my brother AG got beats, man. That boy be cooking on IG, man. Love that dude, man. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you, homie. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go follow my brother AG got beats, man. Go follow the homie, man. Really, really be on it. He be really on his production stuff. He be on it like tough. He be on it tough. I always hear something that's just dope. Just the consistency. The consistency. He's just always consistent with his stuff. Just like you always know when somebody is great at their music because you always consistently hear something that's just dope. Something that's just dope. Dope. I don't care. I don't care if it's your favorite one or not your favorite one. It still be sounding dope. And I think that's what happens, man, when you do music and you consistent with it. Love, fam. Got a second to pop in. How you, man? I'm good, my brother. Blessings to you, brother. I know you out there working and handling your business, man. Salute to you, bro. Man, stay consistent with your music, man. I got a question though, man. I've been thinking about this for a second. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I've been thinking about this for a second. Which carrier do y'all want, man? Which one would y'all rock with? Either is it gonna be FedEx or is it gonna be UPS? Which one you think y'all can rely on? Which one y'all think y'all can rely on? Which one y'all think y'all can rely on? FedEx or UPS? FedEx, Cohesive, UPS, FedEx, Rainmaker, UPS. Too many problems with FedEx, AP production, none of them. Crazy, I seen both do bad. I go with FedEx. FedEx is a joke in WV. UPS is consistent, but not Greer. UPS, great. I'm just trying to get a feedback on what y'all think, man. So I tell y'all what's up, man. Cause I'm like, man, one of the employees stole my delivery. Wow. They do that at FedEx too. They do it at FedEx too. My homie just shot a video to one of my singles. Video look clean too. Ooh, video look nice. What up with it, Doc? What's up with it, Ether My Soul? What's going on with you, sir? FedEx employee. Yeah, no, I get it. Vic told a story about this whole thing that happened with this vinyl. And I think it was FedEx. Was it FedEx, Vic? Was it FedEx that did something with the vinyl? Yo, Unc, I needed to reach out to you for some help, please. I know where I'm headed. It's just hard to get there. Man, just hit me on my consultation, Mad Max. Just hit me, brother. Just hit me on that on the consultation and holler at me, brother. You know what I mean? Just hit me on there. Let me know what's it. Oh, it was you. Yeah, okay. It was USPS. All right, that's what it was. Yep. Hit me on the consultation, Mad Max. Need you to show me a few things. Hit me on the consultation, brother. That's what the consultation is for. So then I can help you, walk you through whatever it is, and we can go from there. You feel what I'm saying, brother? Just let me know what's good. Rock and roller, what up with it, Doc? Jay Johnson, what's up with you, homie? Man, listen, man. I'm just not a fan of UPS like that. I'm just not a fan of UPS, man. UPS, one, I can't get the package to come on time. They won't promise to get, like, the thing I like about FedEx, I guess they all got their pros and cons. But one thing that I do like about FedEx is that if they say they're going to drop it by 10:30, it's going to be here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to be sitting around all day. I know it's going to come and it's going to be on time, man. Pause. You know, so at the end of the day, man, you know, I'm rocking with FedEx, man. They sending my stuff UPS. I'm looking on the tracking and delay. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. What? I got 7 pounds of weed from UPS for free, so you know, wow. Damn. You got 7 pounds of, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, UPS, man, I can't rock. I can't rock with that. I can't rock with the UPS, bro. I can't. Like literally, man. Look, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Man, you know I'm a gear freak. Yeah, I know that I'm ready. I'm ready for my Genelex, man. I'm ready for my 7030s, man. Look at this. Delay. Come on, man. Come on, man. This was supposed to come out. This was last week. Last week, man. Last week. Ray, what's up with you, sir? Salute. Last week. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to get. I think I'm gonna get an edge to FedEx, man. I'm gonna have to get an edge to FedEx, man. I'm gonna have to get an edge to FedEx, man. UPS will sling your gear all over your porch. They will do that. UPS ship heavier package than FedEx. Well, this is a heavy package. Maybe that's why they went with them. But I tell you this, I just called Genelex. I'm like, man, what's up with the package though, man? You got $4,000 in transit, man. I need that. I need that, man. I need it immediately. I'm working on a mix right now, man. I need to hear that sub. I need to hear that sub at the highest power. I need to hear the sub at the highest power. Man, that package anxiety is the worst feel. Man, it's the worst feeling in the world when you like, oh, man, I was so excited, man. Man, I checked Monday, delay. I said, all right. Check Tuesday, delay. I said, all right, today gonna be a great day. Delay. Man, I hit Genelex up. It's got to be about 9 o'clock daytime right now. They on the east. I said, man, hey, man, you got to tell me something about the package, man. Something got to happen, man. Something got to happen, man. I've never had a problem with FedEx or UPS, but USPS is definitely suspect. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. DJ Precise, what up, brother? Sorry I'm late. I was speaking with my kid. It's all love, brother. It's all love. Intricate, what's up with it? Salute, pouring rain today. Great day for a workout and a studio mixing session. Get it in then, bro. Get it in. I used to work for UPS in the early days, and they would throw packages around like, wow, like Seth Curry, bro. Oh, that's terrible, bro. It's crazy, man. These people don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care at all, man. UPS left my kids' school books in the rain. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. Man, listen, I had got an Apple computer. Says signed for delivery. Why come back is just sitting right there on the front, just sitting there, right in the front of the curve. I'm like, are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Just sitting right there. Didn't let me sign for it, nothing, just sitting there. I said, wow. Y'all are out of line, man. Out of line. They don't care, man. Like Michael Jackson say, they don't really care about us. Really, they don't. Really, they don't. Yo, EA, what you think about the $200 Rode studio mic? I just got one. I don't know, brother. You might have to tell me. I don't have that mic. So let me know what you think about it. And get back to me and let me know, how you feel about it. Because I don't have that mic. UPS is a union, so they pay two top dollars for their labor to get the most out of it. They expect 150% productivity, so sometimes they have to cut corners to make production figures. I was listening to your song from Friday, Blast If I Have To, on YouTube Music Ski. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. They don't even knock on the door anymore. Nah, they don't. Nah, they don't. It's horrible, man. It's horrible how they do it. It's just terrible. It's terrible, man. UPS left my 27-inch iMac at my door too. It was here for several hours. Had to leave work early. Yeah, see, that ain't it, man. I don't know, man. Like I said, I think all of these places have their pros and cons, but UPS, man. UPS is number one on the hit list, man. Every time when I talk to Sweetwater, I say, man, don't send my stuff to UPS, bro. Don't send my stuff to UPS, man. Please don't send it to UPS. I even told Genelex not to do it, and they still done it. That's why I'm like, bro, y'all better find this package immediately, man. I'm working on an Ice Cube remix, man. I need that, man. Like now. Come on, bro. Man. It's the stuff I be talking about, man. So say, man, people don't, if you don't handle it, ain't nobody gonna take care of it the way you gonna take care of it. Cause they gonna just drag their feet. It's like, no, man, let's get busy, man. Get it cracking, man. Send me a different one. Nicole Pretty, just stopping in to say I've been watching you for a while and you have been a huge inspiration for me. Very knowledgeable. Keep it going. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the words. Thank you for your words, man. It's always great to have, a woman that's in here that's doing their thing and being inspired. I really appreciate that. So thank you so much for the words. Thank you. I appreciate you. Salute to you, your fam, and everything you're doing. Bruce Forat told me he used FedEx. Yeah, FedEx is it, man. UPS be handling packages like Bruce. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Man, you crazy, man. You crazy. Handling packages like Bruce Jenner, bro. Wow. Hope everyone is having a good morning. We got some rain coming. Rainy day beats are in the best. Hey, man, when the rain will put you in the zone, man. If you really, really, really tapped in, I love when it rains. Man, it brings my mind. Just speaking of creativeness, let's talk about it, man. So they dropped the MPC stems. How y'all feel about it? How y'all feel about those stems, man? How y'all feel about them MPC stems? What you think about it? How you feel about it? What y'all think about it? I know it was a big debut yesterday and stuff like that. So how do y'all feel about it? I don't care about MPC stems, to be honest. How do y'all feel about it? T-Mac, what up with it, my brother? Salute, sir. T-Mac is a rider, man. A real rider. Sly Dangerfield, what's good? I'm going to order it today. It's not a standalone yet. I'm still waiting. Who cares until it drops standalone? So my question is, Do anybody care? Is it okay? It's okay, but overhyped. So Ethan, let me ask you a question. Why you say it's overhyped? Just curious. Just curious to get your feedback on that. Why you feel it's overhyped? I don't see it working on standalone, not that well at least. NPC and guitar, what's up with you, sir? Salute, man. So so what y'all think, man? Like anybody anybody got any thoughts about it? It sounds good, but clearly, but standalone would be the best. Okay. Standalone would be the best. No, FL Studio has stems. Serato has stem. Audacia has stems. So what you're saying, DL, is like, what's the big deal? You know, FL Studio has it. Serato has it. Audacia has it. So what's the big deal? Pretty much, is that what you're saying, DL? It's like, what's the fuss about when it's already been around? Heard Rip X is better. I've heard that too. I don't have it, but I've heard that though. 79 Classic. What's good? What's up with the 79 Classic? So let me see. It's cutting corners, taken away from the original chopping. I used to work for FedEx. They throwing packages around like UPS too. It's no difference between the two far as the handling of packages. Agreed. Agreed. A little late to the party. It's another two. $10, but gotta wait for the standalone. They're charging to get the features. It's cool, but I'll just use it for some old cuts I don't have the files to anymore. For $10, I'm willing to try it, just waiting for the standalone that's supposed to be coming soon. RipX Audio Suite plugin for Pro Tools is the best. In defense of Akai, it's the only hardware unit on the market that offers that feature. It's a good point. That is a good point. I mean, so think about it. That's a good point, A-Bang. So think about it. You got the stems all in one workflow. So that means that you don't have to pull up Serato and you don't have to pull up other stuff to go in a third party. You already in there working and you just go right in the stems, boom, 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 and it's all happening all in real time. That's a good point. So don't do that account for anything? Do that account for anything? Wouldn't it be better to just have a stem just already in the machine that you working in and everything just works in conjunction for you? I mean, because I know a lot of y'all are workflow fanatics. Y'all like workflow over sound, far as what I was told. So wouldn't that just be better for your workflow to just have it all in this one box and just go right to it? You ain't got to pull up another person. You just right there working, boom, stem, bop, 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 and stemming it out. Ain't that much better? I mean, y'all tell me. I'm just curious. Isn't that much better? I mean, who would want to have to be working and then have to all of a sudden open up Serato or open up this and open up that, go to that, open that up, and then start working? Like when you could just already just work right there in the box. Isn't that worth something? I'm just curious. Whether it's flawless or not right now, it's easy to add on if you want to stay in the box. Okay. Maximus, what's up with it, brother? The first part of workflow is work, and people still ain't wanting to do much these days. Yeah, that is true. I don't think it's cutting corners either. You still be putting in the work with chopping, but you don't have to be concerned about filtering out certain parts. It's convenient, no doubt, just need to see the hardware application. I don't see the point of stems unless you want to pay someone royalties to use a sample. I don't get it honestly. Hmm. I hear you. I hear you coming. Stems could really benefit from better converters and sounds to master artifacts from the stem separation. Wow. That's a good. Wow, that's a good. It's a good point, OJ. It's a good point. It's a good point. I mean, having great converters will definitely, you know, add to everything. You know what I'm saying? It adds to everything. Even when you're on an older machine and you sample stuff and you maybe sample stuff, it brings stuff out a little bit more. So I can hear where you're coming from on that. Ski, good looking for the tip. I chopped up 4-bar sequence of my original composition and used it to create a climax to my beat. It's next level. That's what I'm talking about, John. That's what I'm talking about. Salute, brother. That's what I'm talking about. It. Grace and Jesus love you too, man. Blessings and amen on that comment. For me, the sound is what counts, which is why I bought an MPC 2000 Classic. I want an MPC 3000, but I can't afford it. I feel you. Smell, what's up? Peace and love, Ski. Any thoughts on how stems may be worked around on copyright infringement lawsuit? It ain't really, listen, when you're using stems and you're using samples, period, whether it's stems or samples, period, you're gonna have to go through you're gonna have to go through clearance, you know? Unless you just one of them persons that could chop so good where they just can't tell what it is and it go under the radar. You can't get away, you can't get around sample clearance. The best way to get around sample clearance is replaying it. That's why, a lot of the STEM stuff don't matter to me because I like to replay stuff. One, because I don't want artifacts in my stuff. I don't want stuff. That means you got to work. See, this brings me back to the conversation I've been having with y'all. When you have a machine that has great converters in it, that's where you get your sound from. So this is the reason why I replay stuff, so I have separation. I want my mix to be big. I don't want to have to work. If you have a little bit of artifacts and stuff, you're going to have to work even harder to get your stuff to sound the way you want it to sound. That's just the reality. It is a great tool, but we got to realize with these tools come the cons. The cons is, okay, you got your stems now, but how are you going to make them stems sound good in the mix? Now you got to ask yourself that question. So while everybody is spending $10 for stems, which is cool, I'm not against it at all. I'm saying, what other stuff do you have to compensate, to make up for how that's going to sound in the mix? Because is it really going to sound that good? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. Is these stems really going to sound that good? And do you have the mixing skills to make it sound as good as it can sound? That's a question we got to ask ourselves. Are we being honest, or we just like these things because it can do it? But do you know how to utilize it properly to get what you need to make the type of record that you're trying to make? Because it's a dream to be able to have stems and do that beautiful thing in the world. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. But how do you make it translate now? How do you make this translate far as sonically? Being that we know it has artifacts in it, that's just what it is. It does. We can say whatever we want. Some sound better than others, but even with that being said, you still gonna have to work to make it come together. So are you thinking about the back end now? Not saying you shouldn't use it. I'm just saying, are you thinking about the back end of once you do that, how are you gonna make it sound in the mix? Is really the question. Everybody's thinking about what they can do, but you're not thinking about the end results. Everybody think I could do this and I could do that. Yeah, but when you put it out, it just never sounds good. So what are you going to do to make it sound good on the back end is the question. Have anybody even thought about that? See, people talk about stuff that they really shouldn't talk about. Why? Because maybe you're not at that level. And when everybody's in there talking about one thing, you got to ask yourself, well, that's cool, but do you got somebody to mix it? Do you got somebody that's going to help you make it sound good on the back end? Or are you just getting these tools just to have them and just say, I got tools and I can do this and I can do that? Don't matter what you can do if it don't sound good. It don't matter. It doesn't matter, man. And this is no knock. I mean, if you know how to utilize stems correctly and then get it mixed correctly and and try to make sure it's less artifacts and do some EQing and really dial some stuff in and really make it, then beautiful. But majority of the people don't. They just saying, I got stems, I got stems. They running crazy, and it's like, but your stuff don't sound good, brother. Now what you got to do is now you got to make it sound good. Can you make it sound good? Can you make it sound good? I mean, I know people that have been on a $1 million SSL board, $1 million SSL board, and they dream was to always be on it. And when you hear the product, it sounds like they was on an LLS board. Like you was on an SSL? You made that on SSL? Bro, that sound like you was on an LLS. That's crazy. That ain't sounding right, bro. It's like, with tools come know-how. Y'all got to think about this. With the tools come, you got to know how now. How do you utilize stems to make your mix and your stuff sound amazing? It's definitely a cool tool. It's definitely great if you understand how to take care of it on the back end. See, just the conversation, we got to address the elephant in the room. Most people have all these tools, but they don't know how to make it come through on the back end. It don't matter if you got an MPC 3000, a 4000, a Moog 1, an analog console, dope preamps. If you don't know how to dial it in. Do you know I spend most of my time in the studio dialing stuff in just to make sure the levels is right? Even when I was doing my mix bus chain the other day, I'm literally looking at the levels to make sure that it's staying in a sweet spot. I'm looking and I'm saying, man, okay, nah, this is hitting a little too high. I don't want that much saturation because it's gonna start making it not sound as good as I want. I'm looking for a sweet spot. I'm just looking for that sweet spot. Everything that you do with music is always another domino effect. So I want the community to understand you can have all these tools and it's great. But the end result is going to be the sound of how your products sound when it's all done. All these tools you got, all these preamps you got, all these interfaces you got, all of this stuff that you have, that's a beautiful thing. Blessings. Blessings. Plugins, blessings. But how's it going to sound when you're asking people to go purchase your stuff? How's it going to sound? How is it going to sound in the end results? And nobody don't have the answer for that. I'm asking this question for over a year now. How's your stuff going to sound when it's all said and done with all these tools? And it's like, it's not, we got all of these tools. We got everything. There's nothing that a person today in 2024, there's not a tool out there that won't allow a 5-year-old kid to make a beat. There's not a tool that you don't have that won't allow you to get busy. The question now is, how's it going to sound when you're finished with it? How's it going to sound? Nobody don't got no answer for that. Nobody ain't going to talk about how's it going to sound when it's all said and done. And I don't know why we're not going to talk about sound, being that music is not selling like that, and records, and we're streaming, and we're not getting no money for music like that. So I don't know why people don't understand, because we don't sound as good as we think we sound. We don't sound as good as we think we sound. So with all the tools and all of these things and all these machines, and I know a lot of people, they copping, older machines now with converters, and that's a good thing. I'm glad that y'all are thinking about trying to get stuff that sounds better, but you also gonna have to know how to make it sound better in the finishing end of the mix and the master, because you're already taking a step forward, no doubt. When you get a machine that sounds good, you're already getting stuff to sound good. Your source material is very important. So that's you're getting, some good drums from EA Ski, which is dope. Or maybe you making some great drums on your own. Whatever the case is, going through a great source is the first step to getting towards that end goal. But at the end of the day, you still gonna have to know how to make sure that when it's all said and done and it's finished, that it sounds amazing. And I think that's the reality. So I just hope that y'all don't get all of these tools and get so excited about these tools, and then as soon as you finish with it, people are like, you was happy and you was excited to make that? Man, cats do that all the time. They be excited to get machines and all kinds of stuff, and you finally hear it, you like, that's what you made? That's what you was excited to make? Okay. All right, I guess. Some people can make magic out of less. Some people can make mud pie out of gold. That's very true. It's very true. That's a very true statement. Like I said before, man, I was in a studio, man, where I didn't have no treated room, had nothing. I had none of that. But I was so hungry and I was so meticulous to try to make stuff sound professional. Like, this is crazy. I didn't have social media, none of that. I just knew when I heard certain records and I heard Run DMC and I heard LL and Houdini, I was like, I'm listening to them and I'm listening to me, I'm listening to them, I'm listening to me. I'm like, man, come ski, you don't sound nothing like that. So now I'm in the studio trying to tweak stuff, and I'm talking to engineers when I could. When I would go to a studio, man, this is the crazy part. I would go to the studio and I would spend my money to try to get into a big studio. And I would literally spend a lot of my times, of course, trying to record something because we didn't have much studio time, but I would try my best to talk to that engineer and pick his brain the whole time of how do I get my stuff to sound a certain way. I would tell him what I had in my pre-production studio and how can I obtain my stuff to sound a certain way for what I had to work with. You know, I didn't just want to just make beats. I wanted stuff to sound good. In my head, I wanted my records to sound like my favorite rapper. I wanted them to sound like that. I always felt like that, even to this day. I feel like, man, when I hear a record or I go back and listen to an older record, like, whoo, man, you hear how this sound? I'm always thinking, I need this, I gotta sound just as good or better than that. That's where your success rate come in at, y'all. That's where you start taking your career to the next level when people want to purchase your product. Man, I heard people hit me and say, man, this product is horrible. I had a person hit me just recently and say, Ski, man, you heard? I'm not gonna say their name, but it's a major artist. And it's like, man, I like that. I like the music. But it just sounds bad. So I was trying to get them to explain what they meant. Like, just the mix is not good. It's just sounds muffled and it doesn't sound as good as it's supposed to be. I'm trying to pick their brain to see why you don't like that record, even though it's your favorite artist. You're not liking the record as much as because of the way it sounds to the ears. So, when y'all get these tools, man, understand some of these tools are great, but some of these tools need to be cleaned up. They need to be cleaned up on the back end. And do you have a team to clean it up? Or do you have the actual skill yourself to clean it up? A lot of y'all don't have those type of skills. A lot of y'all don't have the mixing skills. You don't have the mastering skills. So you up here, you getting these tools and not understanding, you're going to have to go and take it to somebody that can go clean all this stuff up to make it right for you. If you want to be able to have something that people can say, oh, man, this sounds amazing. Man, you use stems, you use this. Oh, man, dude, that sounds good. The overall body of work is what counts. It don't matter what you're doing right now. Everybody think they doing something. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Yeah, I want to hear the work, though. I want to hear the music. Once I hear the music, I say, ooh, man, you was working. Yeah, you was working. I mean, we here to sell music. We here to get people to love our music. So it don't matter what you're working on. Whether it's FL Studios, Reasons, Ableton, that's cool. Work on whatever you want. The end results when you put that record out is what's going to count. Because that's when it counts. That's when it counts. That's when it counts. Nobody don't care about the tools you're working on, man. They really don't. They really don't. Like I said again, I got a lot of vintage stuff in here, but I guarantee you, I can go into Logic and pull up all their plugins in Logic right now and just use all Logic sounds. And I guarantee you, I'm going to come out on top, sonically. Guarantee you. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Because I understand Logic's limitation, meaning sonically. Logic got a lot of great sounds in there that I like. I started off on Logic. But I also understand that some stuff gonna sound thin. Well, I'm gonna have to run it through this. I'm gonna have to run it through that. I'm gonna get Logic to sound the way I want it to sound when it's all finished, though. Whether I'm in Reason, I've never been in FL, but even if I was in FL, I'm gonna make anything sound the way it's supposed to sound because I understand how it should sound in the end results. Do y'all? Do you know how you supposed to sound? Is the question of the day. Do you know how your music supposed to sound? Or are you just doing music because the thought of just, I want to do music? Because that's the question you got to ask yourself. Don't get upset. Don't be mad when nobody's checking for you because I don't even think a lot of y'all know how you supposed to even sound. Do you know how you supposed to sound? Do you? Do y'all know how you supposed to sound sonically with your music? Or do you just go in there and make beats and you just like happy that you're making a beat? Ski, have you used the Allen & Heath GL 3800 mix board? Is it a clean board? Has anyone in here used it? I haven't used that particular board. I've heard things about that GL series though, brother. I've actually heard great things about it. I just haven't used it at all. You're totally supposed to sound different from the rest, but you still have to sound good. What I mean by that, sounding different and sonically sounding good are two different things. Sounding different means you have your own sounds. You know, you might have, your music sounds totally different than that. That's a total different sound compared to sonically how stuff should sound to the ears. Two different conversations. Definitely you should sound different, but you actually have to make sure that your music doesn't sound muffled, doesn't sound distorted. That's the type of sound I'm talking about, my brother, is when you're in there and you don't know what you're doing and you're just pulling levels up and you're over compressing and you're hitting stuff too hard and it's making stuff it's just smashing stuff to the point where it's just not a good recording anymore. You know what I'm saying? Will you have to have an ear like you or Dre? Well, I don't think there's a lot of people that's out there that's good, man. Like I said again, it's not even so much me or Dre. I think it's just a lot of people. A lot of people pride won't allow them to go to people that can help them become better. I don't know if it's a money issue or what. I feel like people spend a lot of money and they feel like they have all this equipment, but they don't even know what to do with the equipment. They don't have no idea of how to work a lot of stuff. So at the end of the day, it's like if you're making your beats, make your beats, and then let's delegate it. And I've said this several times to somebody that maybe might be able to take your beats to a whole nother level because they have the ear. They can sonically like, oh, okay, I hear this kick. Okay. Maybe they like, man, this is a dope kick, but this clash with this, they might want to replace the kick. They're going to give you the help and assistance so you can have a good product if you really care about your product. Everybody is in this they're in this prideful, they feel so prideful that they got to do everything themselves, and you just don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, it's okay to say, man, I got to take it somewhere else so somebody else can help me facilitate where I'm trying to go in my career. You know, you just have to know that I don't know what I'm doing in this space right now. I don't really know how to use this EQ. I don't really know how to use this compressor. I really don't know how to limit a certain way where it doesn't, break up. So, these are things that I think people that's doing music should come to the conclusion that, hey, I make good beats. Now I need to go somewhere else where I can get them mixed and mastered. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's one of the best things that anybody could do is say, I know where I'm strong at and I know where I'm weak at. And I think that will help a lot of people start getting their stuff to start building a little bit more momentum and traction. I truly believe that. I truly, truly believe that. I'm thinking that you, Dre, and Timbaland might be the top 3 in Sonics. I like Kanye music, but he did put out a distorted album, but he's still a GOAT. Yeah, but I think Kanye deliberately put it out a distorted album on purpose. You know, see, that's the difference. That's the genius of Kanye, is that Kanye knows when stuff supposed to sound good, and then he knows when he's trying to go for a certain sound. If you're deliberately trying to do something, that's different. But I think Kanye knows sonics. I think he knows when stuff supposed to sound good, and I think he's smart enough to know if he can't do something, because we've seen him publicly go to Timberland just to try to get a certain kick to sound a certain way. So it's obvious Kanye don't have no problem going to somebody to help him get what he needs if he can't, do what he needs to do. You feel what I'm saying? Corporations promote digital because they get paid exponentially from one finished product, higher profit margin with subscription models, virtually no overhead to mass produce. I totally agree with that. Bank Hard Beats, thank you for the super chat, my brother. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. That's how you learn. Otherwise, poof, be gone and hit the like button. Heart and beat. Well, I was told everyone has an ear, and you know what sounds good or feels good. We just don't put it in practice. Well, that's the key though, heart and beast. Like you said, everybody do have an ear, but some people's ear is not trained at the right time. We all have an ear, but sometimes it takes years to train the ear to start hearing that perfection. So in the process of hearing, you should sit down with other people that's got that perfection and hear what they're hearing so it can make your hearing even better. Because sometimes you can't hear what the other person hear. You can't hear it. So you got to be around them so they could tell you, hey man, you see why this kick sound like that? And you start listening close, you're like, oh dude, I didn't hear that. It's being humble, man. Music is a humbling experience, man. A lot of y'all, if y'all were humble, man, y'all would be on a whole nother level with what y'all trying to do. You got to sit down and be humble and continue to learn. I don't care what level you at in the game. If you continue to just be humble, you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot. Marlo Diggs talked about this the other day. Making the beat, then mixing and mastering it is a hard to be good at all three. Getting help with certain things is always good. That and that is a very true statement. Shout out to Marlo Diggs for that statement. See, that's what I mean. Being a part of the community and saying stuff so people can because maybe y'all don't want to take my word for it. Maybe coming from Marlo Diggs, or maybe coming from somebody else, one of your influencers, saying what I'm saying. Well, but that's a true statement. It's hard to be good at all of these things. All of these things that we do for music take a skill level. Making the beat, arranging. Some people make great beats, but they don't know how to arrange it. So when they make the beat, it's cool beat, but it's boring. It has no build up to it. So you don't understand composing and arranging is a whole nother job in itself. See, these are technical things that that they don't teach you about music. And it's not just hip hop music. This is in music in general. There are levels and tiers to music and building good records. And a lot of the foundation is not talked about because people just tell you, oh, just make a beat. Just make a beat. Do what you do. It's easy to make a beat. And they're not telling you it's easy to make a beat, but it's hard to make a record. Making a beat and a record are two different things, y'all. It's two different things. And I really wish that I could just get people to witness what I went through in the music business just to try to place a record. A label was like, well, this didn't have a bridge to it, or this didn't have that to it, or this didn't have this build up to it. They'll tell you that. Real record labels that look for certain things in records, they'll tell you, well, we need this and we need this chorus and we need this to escalate here. It's a lot of things that's into making great records. It's not as easy as people think it is. It's not as easy as people think it is. I'm telling you. DJ Pooh, that's my brother, man. DJ Pooh is a legend, man. Shout out to my brother DJ Pooh. I've never worked in studio, but we close friends. We've been in the studio together. Me, him, and Battle Cat. We was all in the studio chilling, you know what I'm saying? My brother TQ hitting me. Y'all remember TQ? West Side? Y'all remember TQ? Yeah, man, no, but yeah, DJ Pooh is dope, man. Good people, man. I love Pooh, man. I love Pooh. Always been solid. Always been solid. Yeah, so that's just something to think about, man. When y'all doing music, man, you got to think about the overall body of it, the overall body of what you do, the whole thing. Dare to be great and hit the like button. Definitely hit that like button. That's what's up. That's what's up, 313. Yes, indeed. Don't he sign or work with Cash Money? Yes. Yes, TQ did do something with Cash Money, but he was also signed to Sony. TQ, yeah, TQ, yep, yep, yep. Yeah, that's my brother, man. He hit me right now. We working on something for my album right now. You know, TQ is a beast, man. You know what I'm saying? We definitely putting something together for my album as we speak. You know what I mean? It's about to be crazy, man. It's about to be crazy, man. It's got a lot, man. Like I said again, I got a lot of great stuff. That's why I'm taking my time with the album. I'm sonically trying to take it to another level. I've gotten I got a lot of new gear, so you know that's why I'm going back and retweaking a lot of stuff that I've already worked on because I'm like, man, now with some of this new stuff, I could really tweak it and really dial it in on a whole nother level. So man, I'm definitely, you know, trying to make sure that I make an incredible album for my fans, for y'all and those who rock with me and that know, you know, the type of music I get down, you know. I'm definitely trying to make something incredible, man. TQ is a phenomenal, like phenomenal vocalist. Phenomenal vocalist. Yes, sir. 313. Yes, sir, man. You know, I'm an artist and a producer, 313. Definitely. I mean, you might have heard my record on the Friday soundtrack blast if I have to. If you haven't, go to the Friday soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? From the Friday movie. I was the lead single, blast if I have to. You probably heard me on the scene where they was running from Chris Tucker and Cube running when they was getting shot at. That was my record on there. So check that out if you get a chance. TQ definitely painted the West for those who haven't. Yeah, TQ is a monster, man. TQ is a monster, monster, literally a monster. Like a real, not only a dope vocalist, but a great person, man. A great person. You know, it's when I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. When y'all get in the studio and y'all work with stuff, try to work with artists that you have some type of, you know, just chemistry. You know, TQ, man, we could get in the studio and work, and just the chemistry is just amazing. Same with me and Cube, Dre, you know, saying MC Ren, Freeway. You know, I got a lot of great people that's on this album. That Exhibit, that's my dog, Exhibit. We got a song on my album called 1718. Um, it's going to be a dope album, man. I feel really good about it. I feel sonically, I'm on the best level ever. Like literally, sonically, right now, I don't really think nobody can mess with me, man. And that's not me being arrogant. That's just I'm just so sonically on a whole nother level musically. The more information I've gotten, the more things that I've tried in the studio, tricks that I've been doing in the studio, thickening up the kicks, snares, you know what I'm saying, basses, making it rumble and growl a little more to hit your soul. You know, like I say, the saturation I'm using, you know, like right now I'm even looking at my tape machine, you know what I'm saying? I got this multi-tape machine hitting the tape. It's like I got just a lot, you know what I'm saying, a lot of stuff that I feel really great about, man. And I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him with it. I'm definitely gonna hit him with it, you know. And I'm just gonna show you the knowledge that I'm putting out. It's not just me just on here, but it's just to show you through the product, you know, through the product. Right now, y'all got the drums. If anybody got the drums, know the drums already let you know that's part one. Y'all got the drums, you know that's part one. So now it's got to come with the music and the album, so you can see part two. You know, because the drums get you the idea of how they hit. The music gonna get you to say, this is the real deal, the whole put together. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited about it. And man, I'm just, y'all go on the journey with me when I work. I got it. Definitely on it though. Um, have you ever used any of the thermonic stuff? I haven't. I haven't. I'm not even familiar with it. Room at the top. I'm not even familiar with that. Do you ever 24 track to tape? Man, you know what? I actually did a 24 track session. And this is the crazy part. Being that the 24 track reels are so old, they had to go calibrate it. So it took up a lot of time to calibrate it. Had to get somebody to come in there and calibrate it and do it. But I did do some stuff on 24 track tape. Y'all gonna hear it. It's crazy. Ski, what is one thing in the mix that is your focal point right now? Like a problem issue you're working on. Far as you talking about far as mix, a problem in the mix? Let me see, Ski, what is the one thing in the mix that is your focal point right now? Like a problem issue you're working on. To be honest with you, man, I don't really have a problem, to be totally honest with you, bro. I don't have no focal point in the mix, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that I'm trying to do right now is to make everything, like, I want to keep everything sounding big and still be able to get it loud and just keep it just thumping and you feeling it. I don't really have that problem. I had the problem before because it was certain things that I felt like I had to really work hard to try to compensate in the mix. But now, with certain things that I have and certain mastering EQs and certain things that I'm running and how I'm running stuff, is making my mixes easier. What I mean by that too, Papa, is that as I'm running stuff through this analog stuff, and then I get to the mixing stage, everything sounds full and big. It's just almost like it's just easy work now. It's just like, damn, everything just sounds so good. Sometimes when I used to work in the box, I find myself working harder to try to get these frequencies to be what I want them to be or sound like. And so I felt like, yeah, I was getting stuff done quicker in the box, but I was working longer to try to get the mixes to sound big. When I work in the analog world, I'm already got stuff coming and processing already as I'm working, because I already, even when I work on a beat, it's already going through my master bus change. So stuff is sounding big, already hitting the master bus, and I'm going through it. So I'm working less harder on the back end. I might work a little bit harder on the front end because, I'm using the older MPCs and, doing it. But even that's not that long of work. But it might be long to some people that don't understand the older gear. But I'm getting exactly what I want right now. Exactly. The Thermite Culture Phoenix Culture. Oh, I heard about the Culture Vulture. I did. And some of their other tube stuff made in England. Check them out. Yeah, man. You know what? Room at the top. I talked to them at NAM, brother. I talked to them at NAM, room at the top of the studio. I talked to them at NAM. I actually got their card and we talked about this compressor. Me and KLC seen them and we talked to them about this compressor they had. So I did talk to them. I actually did talk to them. Good call. I just didn't know the name off the top of it, but when you mentioned Culture Vulture, it struck my. I did talk to them. Hey, that compressor sound amazing too. By the way, sound amazing. I tend to mix separate channels low and raise the master up after mixing. Mastering is not my strong suit. That's what's up. I get it. I get it. Um, that blast if I have to. Bass line sounds a little bit like "In the Mood" by CC Peniston. I'm gonna have to listen to CC Peniston. Yeah, that's just one of those bass lines that, like I say, make off the top of your head. I'm always good at making bass lines off the top of my head. I appreciate your input into the game, man. Thank you for this. My first time live. Thank you, man. Thank you, Art. I appreciate you being on the live, man, and getting some of this information and this energy, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. The front end is the right, then it makes the rest less difficult. Got you. Yes, Tupapa, because this is what, This is what you got to understand. When you have the dynamics there, see the thing about digital to me is it doesn't get the trances the way the analog will. To me, so I'm working harder to try to widen up. That's why when you see people in the box, they got about 5,000 plugins coming down their chain. It'd be ridiculous. You'd be like, come on, bro. Like you got 5,000 plugins on one kick drum. Now y'all gonna tell me y'all don't see that? Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying that you don't see almost about 5,000 plugins coming down on a kick drum and snares and all of that. Ask yourself why. Why is there so many plugins in the digital world to try to compensate to get these kicks to sound big? It's crazy. I mean, it'd be a man. I seen one dude's session. I said, "Come on, bro. Are you kidding me? Ridiculous. Ridiculous." How long will it take a person to learn how to mix in a professional level themselves? What is the right way? DL man, I really think the best way to learn is to be in the studio with an engineer as they working and just you know, mirror them. Just mirror what they do, just looking at them and just and watching and learning and asking questions. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to learn is to be in there and to learn. That's how I learn. Asking questions. Asking questions. Remember I tell y'all about blind man Joe Capers. You know what I'm saying? Dope engineer. He was blind. Man, that guy, man, rest in peace, man. I put him on a pedestal because he took me in as a young kid and he showed me a lot of stuff I thought I knew that I did not know. I thought I knew a lot of stuff. I'm in my own studio just doing beats, just like a lot of people doing beats. And finally going there and I start tracking beats and my stuff. And I'm like, and I said, Joe, this don't sound like the records I love. And he said, he teaching. Now he teaching. And he's showing how to do this. And he's showing why to use it. He's showing why certain machines do this and certain things do that. And I remember back then he had an Emax. I think it was the very first Emax. And we was like, man, this Emax is crazy. It's sample before we even knew anything about sound. It was crazy, man. Yes. Yes. Did do Trigger Got No Heart. Yes, sir. So when you in with people that's mentors, all I'm gonna say to people is you gotta be humble, man. If you want to be in this music and you want to succeed, you have to drop the pride. You got to stop thinking you know what you know and relearn. Always try to relearn. I learn from everybody. I learn from anybody, man. Anybody, man. There's things that you can learn. Just be humble, you know? Don't be so quick to talk. Listen. Just listen. You'll be amazed. T-Mac, what up, sir? What's my brother T-Mac saying? Uh, that's ridiculous. It's overkill. FedEx just dropped off my 1073s and two mastering hardware. You, woo, wee. Hey, you got to post that, T-Mac. Post that up, bro. Post that, man. I wish they was dropping my General X 7330s, man. Damn. I'm mad about that right now. Still love that beat, man. Trigger Got No Heart, man. You know, that's a crazy story, man. The Trigger Got No Heart is a crazy story. And I'm going to tell this, man. And then I got to get back in the studio and handle some business, man. But I'm going to tell this story real quick. I don't think people really actually remember the first version of Trigger Got No Heart. There was a actual first version of Trigger Got No Heart. That's why it's so important for you to be reaching out to all of us and veterans in the game at EXP because ain't nobody else that is substantially out here giving back as much. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. My back hurting for moving stuff around. Hey, it's gonna be worth it, bro. All you gotta do is go take you a hot shower and soak and recoup. But man, having that 1073, man, come on, man. You about to be in there, bro. You about to be in there cracking, sir. Woo, man. Hey, you know what? I'll be happy for cats that be getting gear. Like for my people that be getting good gear and stuff that's dope, man, I feel like I'm getting it. So when cats get good stuff, I'll be like, man, I'll be super excited for cats. I'm not even gonna lie, I'll be super excited. But yeah, let me tell this story real quick, man. Anybody remember the first version of Trigger Got So Hard? Do anybody remember the first version of Trigger Got No Heart? Anybody remember the first version of it? Dun 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 dun. Okay, okay. Was 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 it more of a funk? The first version of Trigger Got No Heart. Do anybody remember that? No doubt. So the first version went don't do 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 boom 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 do 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 do. Trigger Got No Heart. Is it a nigga that's no heart? So the first version was the version that they liked. It was dope. The first version is hard. Boom 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 boom. Do 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 boom do 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 boom. That's the first version. So a lot of people don't know that's the actual real version of Trigger Got No Heart. Exactly. Right. So this is where it gets interesting at. Jive was like, "Whoo, this is dope." So they was gonna roll with it, but they said they wanted to get a remix. Cause back then it was always about having a version, then have a remix to keep to keep it going, keep it giving it longevity. So I kid you not, I can't even make this up. They made a bet. They said, "Man, I know that you do the remix, but the remix ain't gonna sound as good as this first one." I said, "How much you want to bet?" So how much you want to bet? See, I keep telling y'all I'm a competitor, bro. I'm a competitor. I said, I bet you I'll make this remix version better than the original version. So they bet me back then. $1,000 was a lot of money. They said, look, we'll give you an extra 1,000 if you can make this better than the original Trigger Got No Heart. Bet. Boom, 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 boom. Check, check. Boom, 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 boom. Check, check. I'm sick up in this game. I take no fucking shorts and slam dunk these bullets. And you heard the strings in it. Cause now I'm getting into my movie mode now. I'm in my movie mind mode. Like, man, they gonna this for a movie too? Minister Society? I'm gonna get the strings in there. I'm gonna get all this stuff. I'm gonna make the bass line. Boom, 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 boom. Hit heavy in the trunk. The break beat. Boom, boom, pop. They blew their mind. Blew their mind. They was like, blew their mind so much they changed the original. All the ones that think the run that y'all heard, that's not the original. But they made it the original. So now the original sounds like the remix, and the remix is the original. But the one that everybody heard towards the world, that's actually the remix. Yeah. Yeah. I'm dead serious about this music, man. I live up to challenges, man. I want to, like I said again, that's what it's about, Back then they would challenge you like that. They would pit other producers, like they would tell you, oh, this person gonna be on this album, this person gonna be on this album. What you got? So now you like, what? Who on this album? That person's album? Man, matter of fact, me and Pete Rock talked about it. Me and Pete Rock used to have records on Elektra because we both was dealing with Elektra back in the day. And I used to see him on one side, on one side of the album, and I'll be on the other side of the album. And it was just me and I remember it was just me and Pete. And we were just going back and forth, just back and forth. He would have a record, I'd have a record. He'd have a record, I'd have a record. So back then, labels would try to have producers kind of competing for spots to see who would get the job, And you got to be ready for that challenge, man. You got to be ready for that challenge. This is why I be telling y'all, man, y'all be too complacent with just competing with your peers, people that haven't done nothing, man. Set your goals way bigger, man. It's going to make you better. You know, the cast that I came up with they was beasts. For me to be in this game, I had to be a beast because all the people I came up on was not a joke. None of the cats I came up was no joke. None. None. Ant Banks, DJ Durrell, Studio Tone, Tone Capone, Mike Mosley. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about some of the greatest that's came up out of my area, just in my area alone. No, Rick Rock. You know what I'm saying? Don't Shock G. Come on, man. I mean, there's a list of cats that I'm probably even missing far as producers that just was making, man. You really had to dig in your soul, man. You had to dig in your soul. It was still sharp and steel. It wasn't none of this passive aggressive. Oh man, just like me because I'm here. Nah, man. You either made the cut or you didn't make the cut. And it was okay if you didn't make the cut because it would make you have to go back in there and either work hard or just quit. Just quit or go back in there and work harder. You know what I'm saying? So I really love, that's why I give so much knowledge to the cats and the veterans that came up that paved the way because they made and shaped me to go hard. And I love every last one of my guys, every last one of the guys that have paved the way for this culture, that's paved the way for us to do what we do to this day. You know, we should be saluting them because they made hip hop so great in a competitive age, man, where I don't know if we'll ever see that again. I don't know if we'll ever see people really trying to sharpen their sword to go out here and make great music because we have the foundation of making music today is so bad. Everybody's making music but not with a purpose, not with a skillful mindset to go in there and try to really create great tunes, not just make a beat but really overall define the record so it can last for years to come. If you want to do that, you have to study the craft. Don't just do it. Study the craft. Love the craft, y'all. Love it, man. Love it from your heart, man, because I love it and I still love it. I still love it to this day. When I'm in the studio, man, and I get a call from my brother Cube, and Cube says, Ski, this record is crazy. We ain't played it for everybody. This record is crazy. You know how that make me feel? That make me feel like I did my job, man. When y'all hit me and say, Ski, these drums is crazy, Ski. Oh my God, this thumb drive drum, this cassette drum, man, thank you, bro. That's why I still do it. Cause that's the feeling you want. That's where I started from. We didn't start for money. We came in and we gave a lot of stuff away. But as we gave stuff away, people was like, man, this is dope. Man, you make me another one. How much would you charge me to make me another one? And then we started making money because people like the product. People are out here trying to get people to buy stuff and the product ain't good. You might have to give some stuff away and make people convinced that it's good before trying to make money. But everybody want to sell stuff and the product is not that good, man. You got to dig in your soul, man. Give people 3,000% of you, man. That's all I'm saying. 3,000% of you. Don't take no shortcuts. Go hard, man. Go hard, man. Go hard with your heart, bro. Go hard with your heart. I was reading an interview with Money B about the Bay Area music scene and how impactful it has been. It has, man. It's funny. I talked to Money B at NAM, man, and Money B said something that was so crazy to me that it wasn't crazy, but I didn't know he knew this. He had said that. He said, man, Ski is so legendary. He got a remix for Digital Underground that I didn't even know about. And I don't know why I thought he knew about it, but yeah, I did some Digital Underground remixes. And I remember, rest in peace, Shock G. I remember seeing Shock G at the Eastmont Mall. And Shock G wasn't used to nobody ever remixing his stuff because he did all his own stuff. So it was the first time that somebody had really did a remix for Digital Underground, being that he produced all his stuff. And Shock G heard the remix and said, Ski, this is crazy. Man, so thank you, Shock G, man. Those are the words. Those are the last words I heard because I hadn't seen Shock G since that. But those are the last words I heard from Shock G. He said, man, that remix you did for us was phenomenal. And then Money B just confirmed he just heard it just recently and he had never heard it. So, you know, it's just a blessing, man, to be in the presence of some of the greatest producers, MCs that have ever done it in the world, man. That's ever done it in the world. So when I come on here and I give y'all this information, man, I'm just trying to make y'all become great, man. I'm just trying to make y'all become great. I'm just trying to make y'all dig in yourselves and understand there's no room for insecurities. There's no room for trauma. There's no room for none of that. If you're going to do this, man, be open to learn, be humble, get out of your pride, and go hard. It's not always about workflow, man. Sometimes it's about working harder. Sometimes you might need to work a little bit harder instead of working easier and convenient. I always put myself in a position to work harder because that's where I come from. If I start working easier, then you know what happens. You get a little bit softer because you just find inconvenience. I always want to put myself through some type of trauma to make myself become better. You know, becoming better, you got to go through the pain, man. I got to go through the pain. A lot of y'all don't want to go through the pain. Y'all want all of these cute little tools, but what is those tools if you ain't making them sound dope? You got to make them sound dope, man. So that's my word, man. You know, have that passion. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's up, man. You know? And for those out here, the newcomers that's on there, man, y'all don't got the drums, man, you can go get the EA Ski thumb drive, man. Fired, it's the 2024 thumb drives with acoustic drums and sample drums. And then we got the cassette thumb drive. Go on there right now, easki.com. 700 drums on here, man. Banging drums too. They ain't for joke. I want to give a big shout out to my brother Dame Taylor, man. Dame Taylor has been out there, man, and with his students, and he's been letting them get up on the drums, man. I shout out to that man to the highest degree, man. Salute and respect, man. He over there working hard, doing what he do as well, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Stay focused, man. Shout out to my brother Bolo. Bolo was the first one to have these, man. Put it on here. And my brother AG got beats, man. Ski beats, you know, and Pete Rock. Pete Rock. So if y'all want these, man, go to easki.com, man. Go check it out. Love y'all, man. It's Wednesday, man. Hump Day week, man. Hope y'all stay blessed. Stay prayed up. Let's get it. God bless. Let's go.